The representative for our local co-op, Laclede Electric, came to our school, talked to my AP English class, and it was a requirement to write this essay for the contest to win the youth tour cycle. And so I wrote the essay, but then I didn't think that I'd win the trip, but then I did, and I was super excited.
At Jeff City, we all met in our hotel, met all our roommates, started meeting some of the people we were going to go on the trip on. Had our big banquet, which all the delegates from Missouri met Mike, met all the chaperones, got told a little bit about the trip. After all the parents left, we went back down to the conference room and had a blast. That was probably one of the most fun things of the trip, was made models of a co-op, electric co-op, with, what was it, string, a thing of tape, Play-Doh, and some pencils, and that was fun, having to get up and say, hey, this is what this all means. And yeah, we landed, kind of got all our luggage, everyone was fine, everyone got all their stuff, drove and started seeing all the sights, and it was just, that's when you started, the adrenaline started going, and you're like, this is real, this is happening, this is going to be a blast.
We saw Iwo Jima, and it was a memorial to the Marines who lost their lives, and it was wonderful, and it was super big. I didn't think it was that big. And then we went over to FDR, which was beautiful, and it was kind of at the nighttime, and they had the lights on, and it was pretty because the waterfalls and everything, and you could see the Washington Monument and walk around the lake, and it was good. Arlington, there was thousands and thousands of graves of people that have lost their lives, and then there's the tomb of the unknown soldier. And so we all stood and watched it, and it was amazing because the soldier there for half an hour, and then he's like in a wool suit, and it's just amazing to see because he's so poised and everything, and he's just protecting that grave, and it's really, I don't know, it shocks you that, you know, those people died and that there's some that they still didn't know who they were, and you're just proud that somebody will stand there and protect the grave.
We went to the Natural History Museum and the American History Museum.
All of the museums were wonderful. There's just really a lot of history and a lot of animals and stuff to learn about, so it's fun.
I think it was the next morning when we had our big youth day where everyone was in the conference room. That was a lot of fun. All the states were in there. Everyone was, you know, in all their shirts. You could tell who was from where. They had music bumping like, as loud as you could imagine.
Met all those cool speakers, inspirational speakers. Like, my favorite was Mike Schloppy told us his story about how he accidentally got shot, and like his mind state at that point, and then he was going through to say like how he had to find the strength to keep moving forward and like not focusing like, yeah, I can't walk, I can do so much more though even though I'm in a wheelchair. And that was really cool, and I like right after that I called my parents and told them about him, and he was really inspirational.
The White House was awesome just because it's, I guess, still so big. We got to take our pictures and everything, and it was just cool being like right where our president lives and all of the past presidents have been. And
but we got up there, went to the Jefferson Memorial, the Lincoln Memorial, saw the Washington Monument, and we went to the Vietnam Wall. Like I keep going back to it, it just hits you. You don't realize how powerful it's going to feel, how great an experience it's going to be until you're actually there living it.
the museum was my favorite part of the whole trip. It had so much news and journalism things. There were old newspapers all the way back from the very beginning of America. It seemed real because you can learn about all the history and stuff in textbooks, but when you can see it like this really happened, this is a newspaper, like it's real, it's really old, and it's true, and it's just cool to see that it's true.
Cardinals game was fun. That was my first baseball game too, so we were like the only Cardinals fans there. Oh, it was so much fun. We were all standing up and we had like the whole stadium chant against us, but it was fun.
You know, it seemed to go fast whenever you're just having fun, and we didn't want it to end, but it was, I guess it was just time to go home, back to our lives, but take back that patriotism that we felt in the city. Well, it just made me learn so much about our country and just be so proud of our country and what we've gone through to achieve the freedoms that we have today. And it's just so important, and I would encourage everybody to go to DC just to experience it for themselves, because we can learn stuff in history class and in English and all that stuff about our country, but when you can see it for yourself, that's when it makes a big difference in your life, and just so proud to be an American.